So yeah, we already had to help out one Loperet with the side quest. Now we gotta help out another. Let's go ahead and speak with this panic-stricken Loperet to take on our next level 90 side quest with a dungeon involved entitled Cutting the Cheese. Make of that what you will. This panic-stricken Loperet is desperate for the aid of an able-bodied adventurer.
Rika! Oh, thank goodness you're here! It's absolutely terrible, awful, an emergency of cataclysmic proportions! What is it? I don't know actually. They didn't say, but doesn't it sound simply dreadful?
It's not an over-exaggeration, is it?
What I do know is Buildingway has been asking after you. He said if I happen to see you, I should tell you to hurry over to Kiordinard Knolls with all haste. Well, what are you standing around here for? Away with you!
Yeah, let's hope this ain't no false alarm. Time for us to head on over to the Bestways Burrow. Yeah, in fact, it probably could have been just as easy to get over there from the tower. Hey, when you're dealing with Loperets, it's probably best to greet them first in their domain, then come over to a place like this. Is it that bad, Bubba? Alright, Buildingway, how are you doing?
You're here, and not a moment too soon. Sorry to call you here so abruptly, but you were the first person who came to mind that might be able to help. Do you recall the domiciles we were planning to build for the evacuation?
I do, yes.
I don't mean to brag, but they were immaculate. Positively perfect. Except, of course, for the ever so small oversight of being 3 times larger than necessary. At least that's what I believed before speaking with Oriange. I learned a lot from him about what we should and shouldn't make of the domiciles. And so, I began making drastic changes. Small at first, but they soon became much bigger, more drastic. By the end, I'd swear I was drawing up wholly new plans by the minute.
Wow, that's very ambitious.
But I was too ambitious. The myriad plans I dreamt up overwhelmed our automated construction machine, the Big Cheese. Even as we speak, it's burrowing underground with reckless abandon. If we don't stop it, the domiciles will be the least of our problems. The entire moon is likely to end up looking like a truckload of whole-filled cheese. Delectable, perhaps, but utterly unfit for habitation. If we try going after it ourselves, but the survey team never made it past the security systems down there. At least, I don't think so. They've yet to return and aren't answering our communications. I'd rather not resort to brute force, but I can think of no other way, and no other person to see the deed done. Would you be willing to go down there and stop the Big Cheese?
Oh, of course.
Thank you. Head down to Smileton and I'll see that you're let in.
Yep, that's the place we're going to. That's the name of our next dungeon. A location here on the moon known as Smileton. Which sounds like a half-assed attempt at naming a town in England. Alright, let's see what we're getting ourselves into with this place. Let's take a look at Smileton. Smileton was to be a paradise for the people of Aetheris, a refuge where every need is met, its inhabitants content, and happy for all their days. But what is happiness? In pursuit of an answer, the Loperets created the Big Cheese, designed to make manifest all they might need and more to fulfill the needs of their passengers to be. They were eager to please, perhaps too eager, and their plans became more fickle, each new idea a betrayal of the last. The Big Cheese now burrows towards the center of the moon, a labyrinth of contradiction left in its wake. If left unchecked, its wanton pursuit of happiness may very well spell the end of the moon. And just like over at Stigma Dreamscape, a minimum item level of 540 is required to go here. So shall we? All the while we get to watch the never-ending number of little meteorites flying across the sky. And so down we go in a fast-moving elevator along with these gentlemen as we descend into this place, our second bonus dungeon, Smileton. And because it has such a weird name, we have weird music to go with it. and a weird environment that reminds people of the Labyrinth of the Ancients from Final Fantasy VII. So let's walk on in and see what we're getting ourselves into. So yeah, Tank, hopefully you got that just now. Just in case you need to, but yeah. To move on, you gotta do this. You gotta walk through these abyssal door portals to get from one location to the other. Look how much we're flying and falling. Hashtag it's your game too. I have no idea what that means. Also, is that a new Bard song I just heard? Or oh no, it's part of the melody of the song. Yeah, we got Japanese-esque lounge music to listen to in this particular dungeon. I mean, you could probably put a song like this in menu for Gran Turismo. We're fighting a whole bunch of things, including the Moon's version of Sabotenders, of Cactuars. I mean, heck, you could probably even put this song into Persona 5. And now more Labyrinth of the Ancients warping. Yeah, you led us in circles again, you fat-tailed idiot! Yeah, go from here over to there. And now we gotta fight this stuff. Yeah, it's FF7. Yeah, it's FF7, Labyrinth of the Ancients. Yeah, definitely drawing a lot of inspiration from it. No doubt about it. As we pour as much group damage onto these guys. Oh, I can do even more, thanks to a Wormwind Thrust. Let's shift position here if I can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, really getting to the face. Thankfully, that AoE is aimed over that direction. Ugh. We want to step back a little bit. Alright, get in there. Here's Kogel, Nastron, Stardiver, go! And because we're not done with group attacks yet, yeah, I'll wait until we move on before using more battle litany. Alright, that takes care of you. Into more fancy portals. And off to mini-boss number 1. As we get to take a look at this thing. So you're probably wondering, what is it called? It's called Face. That's it. Just Face. And you want to know what this face can do. Among other things, shoot AoE. But you may have noticed there are faces on these totems. For those of you who have ever played the World of Darkness, and at this point you have no choice but to do so, you might remember the particular mechanic with Angra Mainyu, where you had to keep changing colors every once in a while in order to ensure you took minimal damage. That mechanic now reintroduces itself here. You gotta be willing to alternate between the getting hit by the red faces and the blue faces in order to keep your damage reduced. That is the primary mechanic of this particular dungeon. So you gotta be ready for it when it happens. Yeah, always making sure that your spatial awareness is obvious. Okay, so we have red right now, so we need to stand in the line of a blue. But we're about to get knocked back, so the best thing for me to do here is stand in this position so I get moved one line back. That ensures that my color gets changed. And So now I got to go through the mechanic again, eventually. Oh jeez, we lost the healer and the bard. We're starting over and I didn't even notice.
Game over, yeah!
It's one zone. Hopefully they'll have seen how well the tank and I held out, and they'll be able to adjust accordingly. Alright, take 2. Yeah, we gave it a good run there. We really did. Alright, so I got hit by a blue, so I have to adjust and get hit by a red next. So this should be sufficient enough. And it is. Alright, here's knockback. It's not a devastatingly worrying knockback. Yeah, thankfully we are able to adjust accordingly. And so load it up. And then throw in a Wormrun Thrust for good measure. Alright, let's see what we can do. 'Cause, yeah, we're expecting, Mr. Face to flip the totems. So I need to be standing in the blue zone. Okay, now the knockback is coming this way, so I don't need to worry about adjusting. And we're fine. Yeah, we have the happy face on our side right now. Is that so? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, needs to shift into the red. And spread out without shadows! Oh, pinchy, pinchy, pinchy! Also, I just got myself killed because I moved too soon. Yeah, I moved too soon. And I walked right into the line of death. I will wait for that to go by. Oh. I completely lost focus there. Yeah, I was so worried about pinchy, pinchy, pinchy that I ended up moving too soon and paid the price for doing it. In retaliation, take this limit break. Alright, so I don't have a face on me right now, so I can get hit by whatever. But not that! Yeah, this time, don't move too quickly. Alright. Departing now the Maker's Spark. Stone Eyes Cold Dark, or whatever. And so into section 2, which is literally flipping out. Yeah, it's flipping out all over the place. Yeah, as if this dungeon wasn't crazy enough. And remember, we're only at the start of section 2. Alright, let's show them what we got. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, I hope that'll for all of you guys who missed out on the stream last night, that you were having fun celebrating Christmas with whoever you might have been celebrating with. Alright, there we go. Get the stuff taken out. Oh, you're gonna get a treasure chest? Alright. Oh, it's a necklace, but I have this necklace already. Meanwhile, Loperts are still scrambling to get out, as more stuff flips around in order to ensure that we can move forward. Into the moving music hall we go. Alright, give it all you got. pinched up alongside the staircase there, so gotta shift in order to maximize damage. And of course, when people get this in post, they will probably be posting comments saying like, oh, it's now this time in the year, and it was long past Christmas. But yeah, if those of you are wondering, I did mention this earlier on. As far as the post content that I put out to this point, I've now uploaded all the contents to the point where it's just before going to the Tower of Battle. Of course, not all of it has been officially launched on YouTube yet. I have uploaded it to YouTube, it's just not officially launched yet. Alright, down the stairs we go. And into mini-boss number 2, the Frame Worker. But as you notice, this guy has a few friends. And we gotta keep a particular eye on them. Especially as this Frame Worker is using a circular saw to cut through people. Like that. Yeah, initiating Frame Worker's skin are the 2 robot rabbits on the background. Yeah, you can see they have a little fun for us in store. You know, saying print workers, so 3D printing is a thing around here in this game. Yeah, you can see the 3D printed versions of the boss, both shooting their large AoEs. Alright. Whoa! Yeah, get ready to move accordingly. And go! No sweat. Now we have a shift. And more 3D printing is happening. So yeah, both going that way. But you're going that direction. And throwing a little curveball. But we adjusted, thankfully. We ensured our safety. And holy cow, Archer / Bard skills last much longer now. Yeah, I don't like where I'm standing. Yeah, I'm not gonna get out of that one. And, well, thankfully, that one was on delay. Luckily for me. And now for more 3D printing. I wish I could celebrate with you, Elizabeth. I really do. I wish I could be there with you and the family. Heck, I'd be happy to be with anyone right now. I'd be very happy to be with anyone. Alright, launch. Launch one more thrust, go. Okay, almost there. And down it goes. Open the door. Alright, we already rolled for that. Roll for this as well, but I already have this thing already. And down we go. You're gonna love this next location. If for no other reason than the title. I hope you caught it because it said under construction and then parentheses, and in parentheses, sorry. Yeah, we're literally down in hell now. We have literally wandered into hell and it's not pretty. And yet they'll keep playing the jazzy Japanese lounge music. And thank you very much for the free earring. Alright, give it all you got. Oop. Yeah, stand in safety. Thankfully it does something similar to what we saw in one of the mini dungeons, or in one of the bonus dungeons in Shadowbringers. the Alexander-inspired one that I can't remember the name of right now. We all know the music for it, we all know the theme to it, but the name is not coming to me. Yeah, it's one of the 2 bonus dungeons along with the Academia. Alright, we've literally brought up some lava to cool down and give us another path. Onto Happy Street. Yeah, try and find, good luck finding that on a Monopoly board. Time to keep chasing. Keep chasing and get back to where we go. Need to go and back into under construction. Sorry! Yeah, it's just a crazy thing we got going on here. So definitely be encouraging you guys to stay behind because I'm going to have you go pay a visit to a link to a Twitch channel that I've been following for a while because I need to show you guys someone who is trying to do all the content of main story from the start of A Realm Reborn to the completion of the Endwalker main story non-stop and is trying to complete it within 3 days without sleep. And no, you're not hearing that wrong. That is what I said. Yeah, they are actually trying to start a character from ground zero in A Realm Reborn and get all the way to the end of Endwalker's main story in 3 days. Non-stop. So as we're talking about that, we've made it to the final boss. Oh, we're all new here. Everyone's new here against this boss. Yeah, let's have a look. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this thing is really spiked. Yeah, that would explain why it's the big cheese. All those spikes are to make holes in cheese. Yeah, everyone is new. Everyone is new. Well, let's have fun then. Let's see how this all unfolds. Bard, latch onto me. Alright, we gotta pay attention to these 2 things along the side. Where we want to go is wherever the thing with the triple arrows is. Yeah, if it's got the triple arrows, you have to move to where it's going so that you don't get blown up. And then another one. Watch out behind us, because lane mines are now being set. Okay, we got the triple over here, so we should be perfectly fine. And we are. Yeah, still gotta be wary of those landmines though, but they've now blown up. But they're not done laying landmines. Alright, so we want to be over here. Let that go by. Yeah, and as it turns out, yeah, the Bard discovered that there was an extra surprise. Yeah, that is something that they do like to do now to deceive you. Yeah, we now got more landmines placed that we have to be aware of. We'll be fine over here. And now we just wait out the stack mech. Alright, launch it. Okay, now we gotta make this, we gotta be very careful with this one. Yeah, you're kind of forced to take a hit here. And bow, but then, oh, wow. Yeah, I was not kidding when they said this thing can get very confusing. Yeah, someone inadvertently blew up the landmine, and now we gotta run! Now we gotta run! Okay, we're still alive. We're still alive. Yeah, the big cheese has decided no more Mr. Night Sky. Still gotta stay away from tank busters though. Alright, I do have double limit break. I will use it now. Just let it all hang out and take 6% off. Alright, we've almost completed the tour of crazy. Oh, we need to run here. The answer is this side. No, it's not! Damn it! It said left, so I instinctively went to the right, but no, it's his left, not my left. But we don't need to worry because we're right at the end here. This big cheese has been grated. Kaboom! Yeah, give me that joy. Kick up your heels, lift up that tail. And there we go, victory is ours. And our journey in Smileton comes to an end for now. Also, they dropped 2 of those in this run. That's crazy. But hey, we did it. So, all that's left is to speak with Building Way to complete this quest.
You're back! What happened to the big cheese?
Blew up. Full explosion.
It's gone! I suppose that's a mite better than the alternative. And you see the survey team is safe? Oh, thank heavens. Smileton was meant to be a paradise, and the big cheese its architect. It was designed to learn what it is that makes people happy, and make manifest whatever we could dream up, no matter how seemingly impossible. But I've been unduly fickle. With every new plan contradicting the last, I fear my indecisiveness overloaded the big cheese, and it lost sight of what true happiness is. All I wanted was to make the people of Aetheris happy, and look upon their smiling faces.
Yeah, you still can. Just take your time, think things through, and all will be well. Or have you ever considered visiting the residential areas on Aetheris for inspiration? Yeah, that's definitely something to consider. As we take a knee and give you some words of confidence and inspiration.
Now there's an idea, I'm sure. Oriange's been incredibly helpful with this advice, but actually seeing how people live would surely be more informative than simply hearing about it. And now that the final days have been averted, there's no longer a need to rush. I'll be sure to bear that in mind so nothing like this happens again. Perhaps I'll start with something simple like furniture. Oh, and I can design a new automated system to build them. I'll call it the bigger cheese.
Just make sure its penchant for destruction is not worse. Yeah, just make sure the penchant for destruction is not worse. So we'll take our 1087 gil, as well as a tier 9 piety materia and quick tongue materia. Yeah, flapping its ears and being satisfied with what it's going to do next, so our little Loperette gets right to work. And meanwhile, special Easter egg! It's an Easter Island head embedded in the moon. Yeah, how's that for an Easter egg? Yeah, just in case you missed that. And heck, there's even a lookout point for it. That means I switch to my dancer. And take the free experience. But yeah, you obviously could only get up here through flying. Yeah, to think we are standing upon this giant Easter egg head. It's quite crazy and creepy, but hey, I get to share the experience with my little banana minion.